Hey, I just wanted to give you a little tip on how to back into a monthly payment when you're working with a buyer who says the most I can afford is X dollars and I can't really afford to go over that. Well, they don't really understand that there's hazard insurance, there's monthly or annual fees for the homeowner association. They're going to have to set a little bit of money aside for that. There's property taxes and things like that. So I just wanted to show you this little calculator that we have, and you can use it to sort of back your way into the payment. So in this case, I'm talking to a buyer who says, they want to pay, around $1,700 a month. So they're sending me houses that are, $360,000 houses, and they're looking at, let's say we could do 3% for the down payment. Actually, not $3, 3%. Let's back that out here. And actually, let me zoom in on this a little bit so that you can see the numbers a little better. So I've got 360,000 in here for the purchase price, home value, and then I put 3% in here for the down payment. So that means that's going to be a loan amount of 349. I'm just going to put 3.5 for an interest rate because, I just don't know what the rates are going to be. So I'd rather guess high than guess low. And then loan term, 30 years, start date doesn't really matter. It just tells you when you're going to have your amortization schedule. So it can start whenever. Now property taxes is something that you're going to have to kind of figure out looking at the MLS and seeing, what kind of property taxes are in that area. So for example, she told me that she wants to buy a house that's in a certain school district that feeds to a certain high school. Okay, that's fine. So let's look at the schools that feed into that high school, the homes that feed into that high school. And so you'll see, like in this particular case, the lowest price home that feeds into that high school is currently listed at 255.5. That one is over here in McKinney. And then there was some other high schools that she was considering. So when we go and if you change the criteria, you'll get different numbers here. But just to kind of set the benchmark for them and help them get educated, the lowest in this particular high school zone is 255. And so, you can see what the house looks like. You can pull up the pictures, and of course it's not doing it right now, but that's okay. Let's go back over to the calculator. So if 255 is the purchase price, then let's plug that in. Okay, and say we're going to put 3% down. So then we get back over here, we look for the taxes. So let's see if I can get this pulled up here. For this particular house, the taxes are $3,043 a year. So we'll go here and we'll plug that in, $3,043, just to kind of get a ballpark. Homeowners insurance, now it'll be, this one's a condo, so maybe that'll be less, let's say $1,000 a year. I'm just going to kind of guess my way into that. And just guessing my way into the HOA. Actually, we can go look at that and update that. The HOA, oh, this particular one doesn't have an HOA, so that's kind of good. But if you're looking at one that has an HOA, you need to factor that in. So we can take it out for this particular house. This is going to be the data, and then over here you'll see where it pulls in the actual amount of the monthly payment when it puts all these pieces together. So in this case, where she said the top of her budget is $1,700, then this 255 purchase price with no HOA dues and $3,000 in taxes basically is at the top of her budget to where she feels comfortable. So this is how you can use this calculator on the website to back your way into a monthly payment to figure out what the purchase price would be. So hope that's helpful.